to get better. And, you know, they come out to tournaments and, you know, maybe they've actually got some skill under the belts. I know that, like, a lot of people would go to Smash 4 tournaments and they would know, like, nothing. But, you know, here in Ultimate, you know, they picked up a few things and look to just kind of see what they can do. And it's always great when those kinds of people, you know, come to a tournament and then they come back after that and they're like, yeah, that was great. Like, I want to see if I can do better than that in another tournament, if I can improve. And that's the mindset I like seeing.
Oh, for sure. I remember after my first Shockwave back in, like, 2015, I was hooked, and I'm like, oh, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
But right now, we got BlueMoon against, not sure who this other guy is.
Well, I mean, we know all about BlueMoon. You know, one of the people that helps run stuff at some of the other weeklies, playing up against Lil Adrian.
Okay, I think BlueMoon is actually Shulk. I think he plays Shulk.
Well, also it says blue over the Shulk, which probably helps. So that's just my guess.
So right now, this is probably a like winners round 1 or 2.
Round 1, if I had to guess.
BlueMoon is you know, from kind of more prominent in the Denton scene. I know he plays Shulk, Joker, and I think Pikachu.
Okay.
So you know, we don't have a lot of Shulks around here. I think it's just him and Nem. If Nem still plays Shulk.
I haven't seen Nem enter a tournament forever.
Shulk is definitely like a super kooky character. You know, he got quite a lot of stuff with the dial storage and auto usage. So, you know, be able to see how BlueMoon can showcase that during this match.
I want to see if he does do some of that dial storage stuff, because he hasn't been doing a whole lot of it yet. But that usually comes into play anyways a lot later in stocks. You know, to save yourself with the shield Monado and all that. Wow, or the shield art rather.
Using the backslash as a landing option, that was really good.
Come down with the hitbox is pretty good. And going off stage there with that fair, take that first stock. But an anti-air. Fire right back. Adrian's pretty happy about that.
Absolutely. The up smash on Ridley, super strong. All of his smash attacks actually very, very potent at getting the kill, stealing the stocks, and most of them relatively safe. So a good option for little Adrian to throw out there.
At the very least, with the amount of heft that they have, you'd think that they are unsafer. But
for sure. Yeah, most heavies, like smash attacks, have like, you know, like 60 frames of lag or something. But Ridley, you know, he can do that forward smash, just run back and do another one.
The big drawback to it, of course, is that it doesn't have a lot of range.
So right now, BlueMoon's in Buster, and I think he's noticed that little Adrian's shield is kind of low. So I think he might go try for a shield break, or he's just trying to get some damage on. But that art's going to run out real quick. I know Shulk's arts, the time on all of them got reduced, I think, but the effects got buffed up a slight bit from the previous game.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can definitely see, like, the amount of air mobility he gets out of that jump now. Oh, boy, like, he can close the distance really quickly. But, of course, when they are in that jump Monado, or in that jump art, I keep calling it Monado, I'm probably going to keep doing that. But when they're in that jump art, you know, you gotta be aware that, like, all right, this guy's probably going to be in the air, and I can try to anti-air him right there. And even without that jump Monado, or the jump art, gotta keep doing it. You know, Adrian just catches that landing really well. That's how he's been taking a couple of those stocks.
So what I'd like to see from BlueMoon now is I think he needs to get in that smash Monado and probably try to get look for up B out of shield. That's one of Shulk's best options.
Way to call it. That was a jump,
good
though.
Out of the ground. I know jump is probably better for getting him up higher, which Ridley is heavy, so you need that. But I think smash would have worked just as well, just because of the extra added power.
And in my opinion, it looked like BlueMoon was trying to get smash art and then accidentally flicked it up to jump.
Either way, you know, he still got the kill, so the end result was the same. But little Adrian might be about to get a kill of his own on this last stock of BlueMoon.
I know if he can get those juggles. If he had not been in the shield art, he was so slow that he could not fall into that forward smash. Got to use that jump art to get back, at least safely, and can't clear the fireballs. He's really just trying to stick it out with that jump Monado, though. You know, just to get back on stage at the very least. No, an SD at that low percent. You had the lead.
That's always unfortunate. It sucks to see it, you know. Ridley, unfortunately, that up B can only go in 4 directions, so if he's not in, like, a very good angle to get back to stage, he's just gonna kind of fall there.
I think it's interesting to see that because a lot of people try, you know, when they're on that last stock, they get like too aggressive and they go, okay, I just need one more hit to close out the stock, and they keep going in for it, and then they get stuffed out, they get built up to a big percent, and then all of a sudden it's an even game. But Adrian kind of took the other philosophy a little bit to the extreme with that SD.
So what I'd like to see more from BlueMoon this game is when he is approaching, Shulk's aerials are super big, and he could definitely space them a bit better than he currently is. I think that is what is leading him to get punished on a lot of the scenarios, like when Ridley is doing smash attacks or when he's just getting hit.
Yeah.
But this aggression open right from the second game is definitely giving a lot of a different pace than I think there was in the first match.
Well, and speed art will definitely help with that. And I mean, you can see that using those big hitboxes to his advantage, they're working out right now, and that backsplash was actually really, really well spaced. So like you're saying, that's kind of the key to victory for him right now. And that up air was kind of creative too. Just get yourself a little bit of extra damage before you come back.
Ooh, I'm just going to run back, avoid that side B, grab onto a first stock there. And BlueMoon kind of running away with this momentum that he got after that SD.
No, I feel like that we're seeing a lot from Lil Adrian, that he's like, all right, I could have won that, so now I'm going to prove it. And you can see the BlueMoon's just kind of holding back a little bit. Even despite the aggression, he's waiting for the Ridley to come to him and putting on a whole heaping helping of damage with that 109 and climbing.
Absolutely. Ridley looking to almost lose his second stock, while BlueMoon not even at 50. And as I say that, he goes up to 62. But Shulk definitely is very hard to kill. He has that shield Monado. He might not die up until like 180 or 190 with that on.
Yeah.
But you're kind of seeing a reversal here. Little Adrian starting to take some of the momentum of the game away. And I think that's very important. He needs to take this and kind of ride with it until he can get this game back to even.
And yeah, mismanaging with the Monado art there with the jump. I mean, like you said, this is his time. You know, we saw that there was a big momentum shift after Lil Adrian had that SD. But you know, after one from BlueMoon, it seems like he's still cooking with the same game plan that he had before. Just, you know, maybe with a little bit more closer attention to how much time he has left in his Monado art.
As you're seeing, he's just kind of using these fairs and nairs. Shulk, pretty small landing lag on all those moves, so it's just, they're really good to throw out because they can be hard to deal with.
Sword characters, aerials, you know, that's what you think of when you think about, you know, spacing with these characters. You know, you got obviously some pretty good tilts too. Look at that once again, just getting that wall tech and then the up air as well to punish. And it's working out really well. And now with that smash art, no, he should not be going down low. I mean, even at 2 stocks, I think that you just play this on the stage, you play it safe with that smash art and take it out. But that's not what BlueMoon's thinking.
He's going to go off and in that with the fair. Definitely took off the momentum from the first game and just ran with it. That's definitely very good. I think Smash is almost just as much of a mental game as it is having tech skill and having, you know, just the ability to know like what to do. If you have that mental side, if you're able to keep calm under pressure, if you're able to ride that momentum wave, that is just as important to winning a match as like knowing, you know, tech skill and character matchups.
Yeah.